going to the opposite side of your face, and then all of a sudden they switched it a few years ago or a few months ago to having it so you can choose beforehand. I've always been choosing the other one, and then for some reason it defaulted back today. Hello everybody, we are coming to you live from Epcot. We're going to start here at Communicore Hall and make our way up towards, what's it called? The Taste Labs with the Muppets up there. But we're going to start here at Communicore Hall because this is going to be where our main central point of the festival is going to be. If you remember, when they announced Communicore Hall, they said this is going to be mainly a festival center and then just a lounge area during the rest of the time of the year. And a lot of people were very disappointed when it opened up and it was just a lounge area, but that's because there was no festivals going on at that point. So over here we do have the Macketizers, which is going to be one of our booths for the festival. I did have the traditional mac and cheese the other day with herb panko. I don't know what that is, but it tastes pretty good. I also am very tempted to try the cheesecake macaroni and cheese with shaved beef, peppers, onions, and breadcrumbs. That sounds really good to me too. So up here we got the wine section. And then over here we've got the Macketizer section.
Tables on that side too, and they're against the wall.
But in addition to the food that can be found here, we also have it so it's going to be a merchandise location as well. And there are a few people who I've seen who posted things about the theme of this year's Food and Wine Festival. They've done this the last few years now where there is multiple themes. So there's usually, doesn't that kind of look like a face?
Holy cow.
So the Figment theme that's going on for the festival this year is both purple, because Figment's purple, and we also have orange. So it kind of has a Halloween type of look to it. You can find it on these tumblers and stuff. Or $45 for that bad boy. Or if you want to, you can get this one right here for a whopping $35. Oh, I would upgrade for $10. We also have some of the Food and Wine shirts here. I really do like this. It's very simple. It's a $30 hat right there. But it kind of looks like a piece of cheese, a little bit, but not really. It's Spaceship Earth. And we also have the little plates here. This is one of those where one time we were here and one of my friends bought everyone in our group those plates. That way we could eat off the plates when we went to the different spots. And actually, I didn't think it was going to work very well. It actually works out pretty well. You got a cutting board here as well, $35. Ooh, that's a cool one. I would never use it, but I'm gonna get some coasters here. Set of coasters $28. Another cutting board. And then we also have a lounge fly bag for it. I know people do like their lounge fly bags. But here's the ones that look more Halloween-y. Alright, but let's head up towards Muppet Labs, where we'll take a look at all the festivities going on up there. So all you guys are in the chat room, let me know, have you guys ever gone to the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival? If so, What is your favorite food? So far, I've had three things for this festival. I've had the traditional mac and cheese, which we just saw in there. I have had the chicken dumplings, the fried chicken dumplings, kind of like a pot sticker, over at the China Pavilion. That has always been one of my favorite things. And then I also have had the brat from Germany, also another one of my favorite things. If there's one thing that I have to get every single time, or every year I should say, not every time, because I come to Epcot 2 times a week. But if there's something that I have to get every single festival, it is always the brat, and it is always those dumplings as well. So I made sure that was the first thing that I got. I will definitely be having it at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, maybe 7 times more throughout the festival here. So we do have a few new festival booths here. So we have the Macketizers that's inside there. We also had this little area right here where, well, let's walk by it. We'll do a little walk up here to get up to other items. But I'm not a big food person. Like, I'm really not a food person. It's funny because around this time of year, I will always get several different questions on my Instagram messages from different people. They're like, hey, I'm going to go over to Food and Wine Festival. What do I need to get? And I'm like, the brat and the pot sticker. Because I'm just a very picky eater. So I'm like, this festival is not geared for people like me at all. It is my least favorite festival. So this is a Bramblewood. We got grilled cider brine pork tenderloin, grilled bison, and cast iron roasted Brussels sprouts, and root vegetables. I've always also liked it, so if you look here, it will tell you the year that it was established. So this one joined in 2024. I just kind of like to go around the booths, and you can kind of see what's been here since the start, and then what's, you know, what's the newest, what's the oldest. Because typically, if it's one of the oldest ones, that means that it's kind of standing the test of time. The food items there are probably going to be pretty good. Okay, here we got our next one, which is milled and mold. See that here, take a look at the menu. So again, this one was established in 2024. We got the freshly baked carrot cake, Orson fig and balsamic cheesecake, and pure and almond frangipane pate brise. None of that sounds good to me. Again, very picky eater. Welcome to Harvest Hollow, established 2024. I like the setup though. I think it's actually a really nice area. That area has been needing something, and I hope that after the festival's closed, maybe we'll keep food booths there or something or another, just to kind of keep that area open. Okay, our next new one here is the Forest and Field, again, established 2024. Autumn chili. It's way too hot for chili. Pumpkin mascarpone ravioli. I like ravioli, but the other stuff, not so much. And burrata. I don't know what burrata is. I know what ice cream is. Over here at World Showcase, they do have special flavor during all the festivals. My personal favorite festival one is during the Flower and Garden. They got a peanut butter and jelly ice cream here, which I did not try until like the end of the festival, and I regretted not trying it until the end of the festival. But the two specialty ones that we have right now are cinnamon apple and salted caramel for this festival. which could be pretty good. I like apple. I like cinnamon. I like ice cream. I might give that a try. Okay, let's continue heading out here. We're going to go around over to the Muppets Lab area. People in front of me. There we go. Maybe I've been cutting right in front of where I was going. Over on the left-hand side here, we've got Shimmering Sips. That's been around for the last few years. This is where the guava cake is, which has been a pretty popular thing in the past. But we also have some of the mimosas are here too, and the mimosas have been a very popular thing. This has been around for probably like 6 or 7 years. Oh, you can look right here, 2018.
What large mimosa?
And there we go. Alright, next up on our left-hand side is the Hawaii booth. The Hawaii one is extremely famous for the slider. This is a pork slider. Is that what it was? Let's see where our menu is for it. And a slow roasted pork slider with sweet and sour Dole pineapple chutney and spicy mayo. Hawaiian rice bowl, spam eggs, eel sauce, spicy mayonnaise, and a fur cake, and then a passion fruit cake. Alright, well, we want to go to the true star of this show, which is the Muppets. If you're wondering what types of food you can get here, right here, you can get chicken at the festival. You can also get ham at the festival. So, just a visual menu right here. Okay, so the Australian booth did open up this year with a completely different setup than we've had in the past. So instead of being in a booth, they actually have it so it's this massive tent. I think it's because of the items that they have here, but it's kind of it's a weird setup that throws me off every time I've seen it. This is my third time walking past it. When everything else is a booth, and then you get the tent, it's just kind of weird. Yeah, also during the festival, you can do Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak 2024, and all these people are standing right for the sign. In addition to that, they are going to have a Pluto's Pumpkin Hunt during the festival, but that's going to be, it sounds like in 2 to 3 weeks when it gets closer and closer to Halloween. So Magic Kingdom's going to start celebrating Halloween as of like a month ago. But, God, they're not going to get the pumpkins for a few more weeks here. And this is the thing I don't like about the festival ever. When you start getting closer to World Showcase on the weekends, it's just pure chaos. And right here we got one of our original ones, Mexico. I'm thinking my opening though. Okay, over here we've got the noodle exchange with the ramen with shaved beef, Thai shrimp with rice noodles, and a ramen with tofu. Let's head up to the brewing lab because that's the area I like the best. And I think the reason I like it the best is because it's very well themed. It matches up with the idea of the Muppets, specifically Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and his assistant Beaker. Beep, beep. But yeah, so it's called the Brewing Lab because they serve beer, brew, and wings. Wing. I have had a few of the things here in the past. Last year I tried the traditional wings. I tried the peanut butter and jelly sticky wings. I've tried the garlic ones as well. The garlic one was the middle one of the three. Traditional was really good. Peanut butter, not really good. I like peanut butter and jelly. I like wings. I did not like that. It was one of those where when you eat it, it was like, wait a minute, I don't know what I'm eating. And if you try to focus just on one taste, it was okay, but it was kind of tough to do because the chicken and the peanut butter and the jelly all kind of blended together in a kind of a weird texture, a weird taste. So this area is going to be over here at the old Odyssey building. Now the Odyssey building was once a restaurant that was around at Epcot for all time. They actually had character meals at one point. It would eventually close down, and it would sit here completely empty for literally years. Eventually, when the festival center that used to be found over at the Wonders of Life Pavilion would close down, they decided that this would be the perfect place for a festival center. So then this started becoming the festival center, and then they just decided to have it so it became just a full-out food spot. And then last year they decided to bring Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and his assistant Beaker from the Muppets over to the area as well. And that's how we got to where we are today. I just like all the details in here. We're not even going to look at the food. We're just going to look at the details. Every few minutes on these screens up here, we will see Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker. And even simple ways to eat a chicken wing. Fork? Nope. The Rota Goldberg machine, wing transported from plate to mouth and 79% accuracy with help from doodads and doohickeys. Or the Wing Ray, wing shoots out of ray and into open mouth at precisely 52-degree angle, 28% chance of missing, 62% chance of not missing. That man does not make sense, but... Okay, let's make our way towards the back of the area here. They got rid of it. No. So the first day of the festival, they had this really cool display back here that featured all these different doohickeys and stuff. I wonder if someone jumped over and got to it. We want to watch the next Muppet thing here, so we might be here for a few minutes while we wait for it. So it's every few minutes we will have a new little show here. Oh, here we go. The lab is gone 2 minutes without an accident. I think it's every 3 minutes. So we got the electric pickle here. Did you know that pickles are excellent conductors of electricity? In fact, when connected to a power source, they even glow in the dark. The phenomenon is caused by pickles' high salt and water content, which allows electrons to move through these briny beauties with ease. Do not try this at home. I want to say it's I'm like in the spotlight here. People are looking at me. I think they think I'm about to do a show. Yeah, so you get the little timer right up here. It's oh, there we go. Say first this lab is gone 3 minutes without an accident. I'm trying to think of how long it was last year. It was either 3, 4, or 5 minutes between shows. And when I say show, I don't mean like a full show. Some of them are like 30 seconds long. Some of them are like 2 minutes long. So it really depends on when you get here and when you see it. The only problem that I have with it is it's usually very noisy in here. I'm not sure how noisy it seems for you guys right now. But there are times where, like last year, I was like, oh, I'm going to record every single one of these. And I stood in here for about 45 minutes recording as many as I could, and then when I got home to edit, you couldn't hear any of them because of the noise background. Okay, we also have seeking official taste testers for official taste testing. at Muppet Labs in the Odyssey at Epcot. Requirements: super sensitive taste bud. Super sensitive taste buds capable of picking up the subtle flavors of extremely spicy peppers, mouth-puckering pickles, super sour ciders, orange molecule. Oh, is it going? It's going. I hear noises. Here we go. I don't know if you guys can hear that at all. I could barely hear it. I'm in the room.
That's how long that line is and how slow it's moving.
I know the thing got in his head, and then he said, "Ooh, Beaky, that's quite the ice cream headache." Okay, let's head out of this room. Out of this pure chaos, we'll head out this way. In reality, this weekend and the last weekend are typically the two busiest weekends of the festival, which is why it is kind of chaotic here today. So if you guys are going to be coming here on a weekend, I recommend any weekend, but this weekend or the last weekend. Most weekends are still going to be busy, but they're not going to be as bad as what we're seeing today. It's just everyone wants to come to the festival on the first weekend. I don't blame them. But I think we are going to be wrapping up our broadcast right here. Thank you everyone for joining us once again today. As always, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We did post a new video today about a book update. We'll have a short up later on around 6 o'clock today. But as always, I hope everyone out there is having a super califragilistic expialidocious type of day. And we'll see you guys all a little later. Bye-bye.